Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In this lesson, we are going to learn the binary number system. But before we can continue with the binary number system, we have to learn the decimal number system. And in most cases, as in the system we normally use, in our everyday life, we use the decimal number system almost every time. We have digits, 10 digits, which are used in turn in combination to form a number. So we have digits like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. If you look at these digits, you're going to see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 digits in all. Now, when we bring any of these two digits together, we have a number. For example, when I bring 2 and 3 together, we have 2 and 3. It gives me a number which is what? 23. So, if you look at these digits, we have 10 in all. That is why they are called the decimal system or base 10 system. So, the numbers written in this system are called decimal numbers. So the value each digit takes depends on the position the digit takes in the number. So for example, when we have 2, 2, 2. Now the value of these two, it will be different from these two and also this as well. That's because of their position here. The position of these two here is in what? Unit. And the position of these two here is in what? Tens. And the position of this is in 100. So let's quickly venture into place values. Like I said, in decimal number system, we count in tens. So let's express that in place values. So the first one, we have thousands, in thousands. We can further express it as what? 10 raised to power 3, which is also as 10 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 10, which gives us what? 1000. Secondly, we have hundreds. Which is what? 10 raised to power 2 gives us what? 10 times 10, which gives us what? 100. The third one, we have tens, which is what? 10 raised to power 1, which is the same thing as what? 10. And lastly, we have units, which is 10 raised to power 0, which is 1. Anything raised to power 0, as stated in the indices, is what? 1. Now, all these are used for whole numbers. These are whole numbers. Anything without the decimal point, or anything that doesn't have a numerator and denominator, is a whole number. So how do we now express decimal fractions? Yes, for example, when you have 2.2, now these 2 and 2 are in whole numbers, and this 2 here after the decimal point is a decimal fraction, which is what? Tenths, which can be further expressed as 2/10. Let's assume that we have another number after it. This is hundreds. which can be further expressed as 3 over 100. So if you have another number, this is in the place value of what? Thousands. Which can be further expressed as 4 over 1000. So let's express the place value of 222. So the place value of 222 in decimal numbers, the first one here is unit, which can be further expressed as what? 2. The second 2 is in tens, which is what? 20. And lastly is in 100, which is what? 200. Now to check, you can check it. Let's check. Now for us to express this 222, we can further break it down as 2 times 10 raised to power 2 plus 2 times 10 raised to power 1 plus 2 times 10 raised to power 0. Here we have 2 times 10 raised to power 2 is 100 plus 2 times 10 raised to power 1 is 10 plus 2 times 10 raised to power 0, and 10 raised to power 0 is 1. So here we have 2 times 100, we have 200 plus 2 times 10, we have 20 plus 2 times 1, 2. And here we have 222. Similarly, let's express 5 100.45. Now looking at their place value, we have 5,000, here we have unit times 100 and 1000. So here we have what? 5,000 for these whole numbers, and we have 100 plus 0, 10 plus 0 unit plus, after the decimal point, we have a decimal point here, so this 4 is in what? Tenths, so plus 4 tenths plus, and this 5 is in position of what? 100, so we have what? Plus 5 hundredths. So we can further express this as 5 times 10 to the power 3 plus 1 times 10 to the power 2 plus 0 times 10 to the power 1 plus 0 times 10 raised to the power 0 plus 4 tenths. That will be what? 4 times 1 over 10 plus 500. That will be 5 times 1 over 10 raised to the power 2. And here we have 5 times 10 raised to the power 3 plus 1 times 10 raised to the power 2 plus 0 times 10 raised to power 1 plus 0 times 10 raised to power 0 plus 4 times 10 raised to power 4 times 1 over 10 will be expressed as 4 over 10 plus 5 times 10 raised to power 2, that can also be expressed as what? 5 over 10 raised to power 2. Now we have 5 times 10 raised to power 3 plus 1 times 10 raised to power 2 plus 0 times 10 raised to power 1 plus 0 times 10 raised to power 0 plus, in indices, when you have 4 over 10, it can further be expressed as 4 times 10 raised to power, how many 1 is here? Just 1, that is minus 1. So plus, how many is there? So we can express it as 5 times 10 raised to power minus 2, because it is what? A fraction. So if you want to check